This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 50, verse 45. Therefore hear ye the counsel of the Lord Yahweh, that he hath taken against Babylon, and his purposes that he hath purposed against the land of the Chaldeans. Surely, surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their habitation desolate with them. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rechach Hudash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders, great millstone, salutations to Allah, Akim out there pushing His truth and all truth and sincerity diligently throughout the four corners. I'm the brother Shamar Moth from Great Millstone, Miami, coming to you, Akim, with another quick lesson. The Lord's will. This lesson be quick, edifying, and straight to the point. All right, hey man, the war drums are beating. All right, World War III is almost here. The war drums are beating. World War III is almost here. As we just read in Jeremiah 50 and 45, we see that the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, He had taken counsel against Babylon. Babylon being America today. Okay, this is the modern day Babylon. All right, spiritual Sodom and Egypt, spiritual Egypt. All right, which I just said Sodom and Egypt, Salakia. This is spiritual Sodom and Egypt. All right, and also known as Babylon. Okay, the Lord has purposed against it to do what? To wipe it out. All right, this America that you see right now today, when Yahweh shall returns, when World War III ensues, this place will be no more. All right, it's going to be nothing but a wasteland. All right, with no buildings, no infrastructure, just desert. All right, just desolation with desert creatures living here, man. All right, that's the purpose that the Heavenly Father has purposed against America, to destroy it. All right, and guess how that's gonna happen? By the least of the flock drawing them out. Drawing them out where? Drawing them out into that war, man. And who is the least of the flock? The small hatters. All right. It's fair use, fair use. All these next tabs are videos. The sources are here. And those will I'll put the links in the description, man. All right. This was from yesterday. Okay. Let's hear what the Benjamin has to say.
I have a message for the people of Lebanon. Israel's war is not with you. It's with Hezbollah. For too long, Hezbollah has been using you as human shields. It placed rockets in your living rooms and missiles in your garage. Those rockets and missiles are aimed directly at our cities, directly at our citizens. To defend our people against Hezbollah strikes, we must take out those weapons. Now, starting this morning, the IDF has warned you to get out of harm's way. I urge you, take this warning seriously. Don't let Hezbollah endanger your lives and the lives of your loved ones. Don't let Hezbollah endanger Lebanon. Please, get out of harm's way now. Once our operation is finished, you can come back safely to your homes.
All right, that's what Mr. Benjamin Netanyahu said. All right, and he wants to go all out with Hezbollah. All right, and this was Hezbollah's response. Okay.
بحاجة إلى إطلاق التهديدات، ولن نحدد كيفية الرد على العدوان. لقد دخلنا في مرحلة جديدة عنوانها معركة الحساب المفتوح، نتابع فيها جبهة الإسناد والمواجهة، ومن خارج الصندوق بين الحين والآخر نقتلهم ونقاتلهم من حيث يحتسبون ومن حيث لا يحتسبون.
I'm going to pause this right here real quick because Peabody says, we and fight those guys from where they expect and beyond. All right. And the reason why I pause this here is because guess who has declared that they will help the small hatters? U.S. says it's sending more troops to Middle East as violence in the region escalates.
Pentagon has announced the US is sending additional troops to the Middle East as the fighting escalates between Israel and Hezbollah. More than 40,000 US personnel are already in the area. Well, for more on this, we're going to get the latest from our White House correspondent, Kimberly Halkett, who joins us now. Kimberly, do we have any idea how many and what sort of troops the US is planning on sending?
Yeah, well, as you point out, there are already 40,000 in the region, but in terms of what that small number of additional forces is, the Pentagon still isn't saying. Now, Major General Pat Ryder, the Pentagon spokesperson, also did not specify when making this announcement what exactly these troops would be doing. So there are a lot of questions with regard to this statement that has been put out by the Pentagon.
Well, we know what them troops are going to be doing. They're going to be aiding their handlers. All right? And guess what? Hezbollah has says they're willing to the U.S.'s handlers wherever they at, wherever they expect and beyond. And this is what's going to cause Babylon to be made desolate, man. All right? These individuals going around in that region playing big bully on the block and then scurrying away behind the United States is going to cause the United States to be dragged into something that the U.S. really doesn't want to be a part of. But guess what? It is all designed by Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. All right, this is beautiful. All right, this is beautiful times that we're in. Even to the point, which you know what, I'm gonna open this real quick too. Which to the point that even China has warned their citizens to leave that region as soon as possible, because the word has already been going through the pipeline. All right, you got these guys saying how they want to open end. It says an open-ended battle of reckoning. These guys telling the Lebanese people to clear it. They want all smoke with Hezbollah, so they about to go toe for toe, man. And that's gonna draw. And guess who's backing Hezbollah, man? Iran. All right. That's gonna draw America in. It's gonna draw Iran in. It's gonna draw all these other nations that's already, prophesied that's gonna be in that region, that already has troops in that region. All right, to just assume battle formation, man. All right, this thing is about to get real in the field in Tawadi Al-Bashim Al-Shah, because the Lord is actually making due on his word, man. All right, so let's check this out.
शहरियों को इसराइल से जल्द अज जल्द निकलने की हिदायत कर दी है। इसराइल में चीनी सफारतखाने ने बयान में कहा है कि
I can't understand that nigga for shit, bro. So lucky. Well, shoot, the headline, the title says what it says. I can't understand this guy. But let's look at what Jason.
We are on the main highway. As you can see, people leaving southern Lebanon. There is a mass exodus. You look to your right, you look to your left, smoke. These are Israeli airstrikes.
Israel has launched a barrage of airstrikes across Lebanon, and they've killed more than 490 people and hurt more than 1,000 others. This was the deadliest day of conflict in Lebanon since 2006. Fearing an outbreak of a larger regional conflict, the Pentagon says it will send additional U.S. troops to the Middle East. Israel says its warplanes struck 1,300 Hezbollah targets, attacking what it says are caches of weapons, including rockets and drones. The IDF claims the weapons are inside residential buildings embedded among civilians. Lebanon's health ministry says 90 women and children were among those killed.
Say Israeli strikes killed nearly 500 people today, including nearly 36 children, and left more than 1,600 wounded.
This is a dramatic escalation. Will this spill into a full-on regional war, a full-on ground war? I think that depends on what Hezbollah does over the next several days. But we're certainly seeing an escalation here, and a war between Hezbollah and Israel is underway, without a doubt.
Understand that the people backing Hezbollah are in fact the Iranians. So this is a fight between good and evil, and between Israel and Iran.
A Hezbollah official says the militant group has entered a new stage of open-ended warfare against Israel.
Israel and Hezbollah are old enemies. Tonight they're in a new war, and the people of Lebanon are caught in the middle.
The strikes came in waves, one after another.
You can see smoke billowing into the air from multiple blasts. The Israeli military warning residents to immediately evacuate homes and other buildings where they say Hezbollah weapons are located.
Israel accuses Hezbollah of storing weaponry in neighborhoods and deliberately endangering civilians.
Now, starting this morning, the IDF has warned you to get out of harm's way. I urge you, take this warning seriously. Don't let Hezbollah endanger your lives and the lives of your loved ones. Don't let Hezbollah endanger Lebanon. Please, get out of harm's way now.
Southern Lebanon awoke to this. It looks like all-out war. A special state of emergency has just been declared in Israel after days of intense fighting.
This follows an Israeli strike in southern Beirut Friday, which killed a top Hezbollah commander.
In this residential neighborhood in northern Israel, the peace is fleeting.
Hezbollah firing war rockets into Israel after already launching more than 150 over the weekend.
When we heard the explosions, I was a bit fearful, more than usual. We are used to it, but it seems really serious this time.
Fears of a wider war in the region now growing. The Pentagon says the U.S. is sending a small number of additional U.S. military personnel in light of the increased tension.
Tactically, this is a move upwards. This is an escalation of that conflict, which is regional and could become global. So really, this is a conflict with Iran.
It's interesting that Hassan Nasrallah.
Yeah, so as you see here, what they said, man. And these things have been prophesied, man. All right, the scriptures tell us how a nation was going to fight against nation, kingdom against kingdom, man. All right. This is Matthew 24 and verse 6. It says, "And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass. But the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places." All right, nations against nations, man. And that's what we see, man. We see nothing but tension amongst these nations. All right, that's and it's pent. All that pressure is pent up and built up in the Middle East region. Exactly what the Lord said He would gather and muster up the host to the battle, man. All right, these are the things that since the beginning the prophets have been speaking of, and here we are at the last final hours, and we can actually see it. All right, coming to pass in our eyes, man. That's why the scriptures tell us in Habakkuk the 2nd chapter. All right, that during tarry, we're supposed to wait for it because it will surely pass. It will surely come to pass. It will not tarry. The Heavenly Father is a man about His word. All right, and guess what? He said that it's going to happen. And guess what? Last time I checked, the Euphrates rivers actually dried up. We actually seen the kings of the east making their way and sending troops to that region. All right. So, all right. Now we seeing the least of the flock, and it's like since that issue has been going on, they've been pulling at Babylon more and more to get involved, man. And it looks like Babylon is about to get fully invested, all right, in their handler's war, which is going to be the demise of Babylon, which the water y'all because I'm tired of this bullshit, man. All right, the only major prophecy that's left that we're waiting for, really, before this war really kicks off, is the MOTB. And guess what? The MOTB is already here, man. Is in play, man. All right, it just hasn't been mandated yet. But I'll read this Habakkuk and I'll close out, man. This is the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2. Good luck you. This is Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 3. It says, "For the vision is yet for a appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie, though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry." All right, these prophecies that the Lord has spoken are coming to pass, man, in real time. All right, hard hitting in your face, in these days, man. This generation shall not pass. So all you old folks that thought this shit was gonna happen in your great grand baby time, well, shit, y'all just better be asking the Lord to take y'all out now, bro, because this shit is about to crack off soon. So with that, Lord's word of was edifying. Shalom.